Welcome everyone to the PJ's Cast. I'm your host Pierce, joined alongside of my good pals Schmitty and Jimmy, and we got a lot to talk about here. The Columbus Blue Jackets making the biggest signing of the day, signing Eric Branson to a four-time four.
Yeah.
Woo! Let's go. Also, they signed Johnny Gaudreau. Anyways,
That's
the
something,
Eric
right?
Branson signing,
Yeah.
incredible signing, 4 times 4.
It's almost as incredible as what was the trade deadline 2021? But an hour after the deadline, was it a seventh-round pick for Eric Branson?
That too much Eric Branson on the mind. Yeah, David Poile traded like a 2022 7th-round pick for Eric Branson.
I can't wait for it to turn to the next Kucherov. It's gonna be great. But yeah, Jarmo Kekalainen, what a day for him! Holy shit!
Yeah, he somehow was able. Yeah, he got that great sign with Branson. He was just able to sneak that Johnny Gaudreau in on a guy in on the side. But like unironically, the Johnny Gaudreau signing, holy shit, that came out of nowhere. There's so many angles to this. There's the Calgary perspective of things. There's the Devils and like the Islanders perspective. Then there's just this whole other perspective, the Flyers and Chuck Fletcher fucking up. I don't know where you guys want to start, but I kind of want to start with the Flyers one because I just want to shit.
Let's go right into it. That was Flyers were one of the most entertaining things of that entire day. Well, we know they signed D'Angelo about, was it a few days ago?
Yeah, not only that, but they traded for his RFA rights. They gave up like a second, a third, and a fourth, I'm pretty sure.
Yep, that sounds about right, yeah. Signed him to $5 million a year. Sure, whatever. We all hate him. Who cares? Do you want to get into what happened after that?
Yeah, so the Flyers leading up to free agency, they were one of the teams big in on Johnny Gaudreau. Johnny Gaudreau wanted to play there. He was a Flyers fan growing up. I don't know like how the geography work. Everyone's like saying about the geography, like who gives it? I really don't care about.
If he's a Flyers fan, he's a Flyers fan. Who cares?
Yeah. But yeah, like the Flyers were said to be hard in on Johnny Gaudreau. They wanted to make a push, like they're now rebuilding. They want to do a quick retool. They hired John Tortorella as their head coach. Obviously, we talked about earlier. They traded Tony DeAngelo, like they kept Rasmus Ristolainen, and then not only that, but they going into free agency, they signed Nick Deslauriers, a player that you just don't find often, or something like that. They acquired Justin Braun too, but nope, not enough money for Johnny Gaudreau.
Yeah, and that Deslauriers contract is.
How does Chuck Fletcher have a job? You talk. I want to pull
something. Oh no, you're fine. Well, we all know the Chuck Fletcher thing has been obvious. It's hockey men. It's not necessarily nepotism, but just
nepotism hockey. No,
hockey men, and yeah, just that whole ordeal. Yeah, I mean that's just all it comes. That's just all it is. Because I mean, what are we looking at here? This team that they painfully need to just blow it up. Blow it up. You're not going to win a cup with Sean Couturier on this team, unfortunately. Get him to a team that needs him. Get huge bang for your buck with that. Absolutely. Go. Maybe you move Konechny, maybe you don't. But they haven't done that. They've added more. So I genuinely feel for Flyers fans. There's a lot of cool ones on Twitter that I know. I don't know how they're surviving this. This is. We've watched the Blackhawks have some of the worst off seasons in memory. This has got to be just as frustrating. They're adding when they should be subtracting. It's as backwards as it gets. And what Deslauriers, was it 4 years?
Yeah, 4 years and like $1.75 million per.
4 years for a guy who's most known to celebrate way too much. Congratulations. Yeah, no, I don't think. I genuinely, if I'm a Flyers fan, I don't even know what you do. Like, he's not going to get fired. Clearly, this man's not going to get fired anytime soon. And they think they're close to, what was it you said, a quick
retool.
It's like David Poile used this a year or so ago, aggressive rebuild.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure that was also brought up too.
The
thing about the Flyers is that like they're not good enough to make the playoffs, but then they're also not bad enough to
this is the most
bottom out.
It's got to be the most painful, just mediocre spot to be in. It's horrible.
Mediocre?
The Hawks were, gosh, I mean, sure, we could talk about, it was up until really last year that they were just always in that horrible. That mushy middle. They're right there. They're the brown
Sucking
spot of
on
the
accident. That's the worst thing you can do in the
banana.
NHL.
They're the brown spot of the banana. Nobody wants to do that. That's what they are. They're the brown spot of the banana. So yeah, no, I hate it to say I really don't. Like, I want to give you some kind of like some meaningful thoughts on it, but really, what else is there to say besides they're going in the wrong direction? Chuck Fletcher he's kind of doing what Stan Bowe did in the last few years. Yeah, I don't want to say his full name, but no, yeah, just aggressive retool, trying to rebuild on the fly, which it's impatient.
How often does that honestly?
It doesn't work. It doesn't work.
No.
There's not a single any of the cup winners in the last 15 years. I bet you none of them did anything like that. None of them. It just doesn't work. So Caps. What am I saying? I'm thinking of Connor Sheary being behind all 5 Flyers last year on that one goal. But
not a product of Sidney Crosby.
Not at all. Yeah, no, there's no direction for that team. It should be such an easy button to push to rebuild that team to blow it up, but no, they're stuck in the middle.
Yeah, like the Blackhawks are probably gonna be a worse team next year. Yet I'd feel better cheering for the Blackhawks than I would the Flyers because they actually have a direction.
Always, yeah. So you said, don't suck on accident.
Yeah, the worst thing you could do. Schmitty, what say you about the Flyers?
Chuck Fletcher's an idiot. First of all, like
Chuck
the fact that they were already planting the seeds for them not getting Gaudreau days before, with stating how they weren't going to trade a first-round pick to get the dump date JVR's contract to give them the salary to make that move. I mean, Chuck Fletcher came out yesterday and stated straight up that they were not in on Gaudreau. Like, they were never going to be in on him. They never even made an offer from what it sounded like.
Yep.
It's just, like, unbelievable when, like, all the dominoes are falling in your direction and you just put a stop to all of it and just redirected the whole fucking thing the other way. It's just unbelievable to me. And, like, I am kind of just as pissed at New Jersey because if it was, like, at that point, I don't even know if it's a money thing. Like, how bad was your pitch to Gaudreau that he just kind of looked you off and went straight to Columbus at the last minute? Like, I'm genuinely curious how bad some of these pitches were to Gaudreau.
That's a great question. Yeah.
Because I'm sorry, like you look at the Tavares signing, the pitch is what sold him in Toronto. Like you look at the Panarin signing, the pitch is what sold him in New York, and like he already kind of wanted to go there anyway. But in this case, it's like he just wanted to go to the East Coast. Like any of you had a shot at him if you just put the right amount of money on the table, or just put the right situation in front, or give him the right mindset of what you're going to do with it as a team. Which clearly, like you said, the Flyers don't have a direction right now. The Devils, we thought, had a direction, which, like, we'll probably get into them in the second. I'm more pissed at them than the Flyers, if I'm being 100% honest. I know Gaudreau was a Flyer, but the Devils have literally struck out on every home run piece that they could get. And I'm sorry, I will not listen to anyone tell me Andre Palat is signing for them. It is not. It is not.
Consolation prize.
That contract is going to not be on the Devils in 3 years. I promise you. Or if it is, it's going to be in the bottom 6. It's not.
Dude, Johnny,
I got a bigger bone to pick with New Jersey than I do Philly.
Johnny Gaudreau was supposed to be throwing pucks to DeBrincat all year. That was supposed to be the plan. That's what I was told. I was told that it was supposed to be those two and Andre
or Kevin Fiala, or literally like JT Miller.
Yeah.
Literally all these top 6 acquisitions that they were touted to go get this offseason. Hell, they could have got Shane Wright. Like, I'm sorry. Like, I would be fuming if I'm a Devils fan right now. This is not enough for a team that said, we're done with the rebuild, we're moving forward. It's not enough. It's not enough. And Philly, at least, you could look at it and be like, well, GM just didn't want to pay the money and move the salary. Like, whatever.
We got Nick Delory. Let's go.
You can sit in the mess you made. That's fine. Like, no one's going to care. Like, I can understand to an extent where Philly's coming from. They had major injuries long-term last year. They're probably betting on themselves more than anything. That's a Blackhawks bet, by the way. They will be sucking next year.
Yeah. Absolutely.
I don't know, man. It's just really unacceptable. And then apparently, like, the Islanders lowballed him. Like, you guys fucking
apparently,
suck.
Elliot Freeman said they weren't even in on them really to begin with. Like,
which is ridiculous.
Dude, when I say all the dominoes are falling in your direction, you fuck it up. It's really surprising. Like, Calgary, that management must have really burned some bridges with him, like in that contract negotiation talks. Like they must have not given him $10 million till like the last second or something. And he was
that's
like,
what I heard. They were.
I see what you're worth to me now, or what I'm worth to y'all. Like I'm done with this. And whatever. At least he's going somewhere where he's going to be appreciated. Because damn sure Columbus will. It's the first win they've ever had as a franchise. Someone has gone out of their way in free agency and signed big there.
Yeah, they've never had that. They've never done that. It's their first big fish.
Yep.
Yeah, all their big players that left, like Rick Nash, like 10 years ago or whatever it was, like
Artemi Panarin.
Bobrovsky left. Like
Seth Jones asked out. Like you've had guys asked out multiple times. Like this is Ryan Johansson asked out. Like this is a thing that happens with this team every time. And I mean,
Pierre-Luc Dubois.
Yeah, Pierre-Luc Dubois asked his way out, or forced his way out more. I mean,
didn't skate his way out.
It's a team that's going to be very interesting to watch, and now it gets interesting because no one's really talked about it from this perspective, but there's going to be a lot of pressure on those kids in Columbus now because the pieces are there now. They need Kent Johnson and Cole Sillinger to develop the way that they've been touted to develop. Because if they don't, then that's a glaring weakness of this team going forward, besides the net goaltending and the defense, because they were the worst defense in hockey last year. Like you could look at the analytics; they could not stop pucks to save their life, or stop chances.
I heard that was like the most goals they've ever allowed in a season, and that's saying a lot because they had some god awful.
Are you serious? I was told that they were okay for a bit of the season.
They were good at scoring goals, but it was Jeremy Colleton type shit. They were not playing defense. Like you look at some of the goals they were letting up last year, it was mind numbing. Some of the team defense that was going on, but
that's crazy.
They had complete roster turnover almost last year. Like last 2 years, they've had to completely change their play style. It's not something that's going to happen overnight. I understand that, but if they're trying to move towards this like run and gun, high octane offense, dude, Johnny Gaudreau's the fit. Like that's the guy who, if you're going to keep Patrick Laine around, holy hell, what a guy to set the table for him. Like that's the look right there. And even if Laine's not the guy, you have a very good trade asset to go find someone who's going to stick here for a while with them. I don't know. Columbus is going to be interesting, but I am just very upset with New Jersey and Philly.
Yeah, you in particular have been preying on New Jersey's downfall, and
you know what? I got exactly what I freaking wanted now. You lost out on effing everyone. Serves you right for sticking to your guns. And you know what? God bless like Alex Holtz and stuff, but like he really better turn into like a 70-point guy because like they stuck to their guns on their prospects. Like, okay,
even like
looks good on you guys.
Vanacek. Like they wanted to make a huge goaltending upgrade. Like I don't know if Vitek Vanacek is quite.
Like I get like saying you're gonna give Blackwood one more year because he was kind of banged up, but like
Vitek Vanacek gets banged up too. So what are you gonna do?
Dude, if I were a Devils fan, I'd be pissed right now. That's all I'm gonna say. Andre, like a guy who has gotten 50 points like twice in his career, playing with the best talent this league has to offer, that's not gonna bode well for a team who doesn't have a Nikita Kucherov and a Victor Hedman.
Andre Palat got paid because he does well in the playoffs. And
I was just gonna say that. Like Andre Palat, where he makes his money as the playoffs, are they even gonna get to that point? Don't.
You're paying him for something he won't even do for you.
Yep.
Like
just sucks. Well, like they got the pieces up forward, and hell, they're not even talking about re-signing Jesper Bratt. So like,
that's great.
Not my problem. Not my problem.
Yeah.
Take it out.
Yeah, no, you
jerks. Jesus.
It kind of feels like they had their victory lap before they even.
Nick Deslauriers has a 20 team, no trade. Get excited, Flyer Station.
How does that happen in those negotiations?
I don't know. Kelly Yarnberg's got a 20 team, no trade too. So,
dude, if you're his agent, you're like, all right, what's up? 100K. 1.75. Okay. 4 years? Okay, that's fine. We'll take no trade clause. Yeah, okay, fine. Yeah.
4 years. Yeah.
That no trade clause is just like I'm not going to any of these places. Piss off.
Chuck Fletcher was negotiating with himself. He was negotiating with himself. Like
Dude, like
what? How does that?
I'm sorry. I'm good. I gotta circle back to the Devils because like they just showed like a headline on NHL.com. Their big go for it off season to get better is Andre Palat, Vitek Vanacek, and Eric Halla.
That's right. They traded Paul.
And they moved Daka to get Halla. So
I'm sorry for as much shit as we give the Capitals. At least the Capitals got better in the last 2 days. They got Darcy Kemper, Connor Brown, Dylan Strome. Better, automatically better.
And Henrik Borgstrom.
Carolina automatically better.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
New York.
Carolina moved D'Angelo automatically better.
They just even Pittsburgh kept like Malkin Letang and all those guys.
They kept everyone.
Yeah.
Dude, I'm telling you, it's not a good look for a team that wanted to get over the hump. I'm just saying. Like, whatever. I just like being proven right with them. That's nice. Sharks.
I fucking told you so.
Literally, every neuron in my brain is telling them. I'm serious. No, like,
I kind of want to get back to.
I don't mean to keep circling back to it, but like, New Jersey genuinely frustrates me with the amount of young talent they have that they're about to waste.
I kind of want to get back to the Columbus perspective because again, like so many people, like players have left there over the years, but yeah, all you hear is like Columbus is like a low key great city. I don't know if it was like just coincidence those players wanting out, but like that's so huge for a city like Columbus, and we're gonna kind of talk about it with Ottawa soon. Like they have dedicated fans, like a low key like dedicated fans base, but they're not like on the up on the hierarchy of like these big fan bases. Like they're not up there with LA, New York, Chicago, or like Toronto or any of that. Like they're kind of like right close to the bottom. But whenever like you see Columbus making the playoffs, like the fans are always electric in that building. It's always underrated. So I'm just, again, I don't really know why, but I'm always curious why these big players left. But it's really nice to see Columbus land like a free agent like Johnny Gaudreau, and it might have that domino effect where Patrick Laine is like, okay, maybe I don't know if he's going to take less, but maybe he decides to stay here, and it's like, okay, I got Johnny Gaudreau, feed me the puck. Even though I don't think they're ready to take the step this year, like they have so many good young players coming up that they've drafted, and Columbus, like again, I don't know if they're going to make that step this year, but they're looking quite promising. If they can fix that defense, maybe like find another center help, maybe like Sillinger, Johnson, or both step up. I think they got the goaltending. Like they could be a dark horse team, maybe even as soon as this year, but definitely next year. So again, awesome for Columbus. It just seems like they're always like the butt end of the joke, like not even just like in hockey, but like just in general, like in the US. So yeah, Johnny Gaudreau leaving Calgary, like that's got to sting for Flames fans. It's almost kind of like the Tavares leaving the Islanders. Like there wasn't much of like okay, I'm going now. I'm going to test the free agent market. It's mainly the last second. Like the big free agents we've seen hit the market over the past maybe decade or so. Like we think of Steven Stamkos back in 2016. Like there was some unfinished business there with Tampa Bay. Like they were going to go win a cup, but then you go to Tavares. Like the Islanders, I think only made the playoffs twice or three times while Tavares was there, and only got past the first round once. And then Johnny Gaudreau, like in Calgary, he only made the playoffs, I think 3 or 4 times in like almost 10 years there, and only got past the second round, I think 2 times. So like there just wasn't that success there. And like also just being in Canada, how different things are from the US in terms of like COVID and stuff. Like I don't know if it was just one thing, but it could have just been a buildup of a lot of things, and he just didn't want to stay in Calgary and he just wanted to go somewhere closer to home. So I don't blame him. Like as a Flame fan, it sucks. It was Gaudreau's right to go test the market, but I think at the same time it's also like within the Flames fans' right to be mad. Like shit it sucks, but like that's being a part of being a hockey fan, I guess.
Should mention though the ridiculous, like I think I saw this before it happened on the podcast. I think Calgary's like newscast.
Oh like, yeah, they kind of like
they're whining about Johnny Gaudreau.
Johnny Gaudreau, am I right?
That announcer does that all the time though. He did it in the playoffs. And they got eliminated by Edmonton too. He's like, he said something about like you can have it whatever you want unless Connor McDavid wants it more. Like,
okay, that's fair.
The guy usually like pokes fun at whatever the Flames are doing.
Okay,
like,
that's good. I was gonna say, I wonder if we're gonna see another like that's whole Tavares, you know.
Well, I mean, they did make a video already.
We don't need you.
No, they already made a video. Remember when they were really good and they were gonna win the cup?
Yeah, dude. They're gonna win the cup.
Lift the cup, lift it up.
Oh my God.
They
need them to
did
do one
this to
for,
fucking selves. Like, you idiots. Looks good on you.
it sucks because he's not gonna do one next year. You
You've
know,
done
like,
that yourself.
I know, dude.
Yeah,
I
Johnny
want him
Gaudreau
to do
just saw
one
that. He's
for,
like,
like,
alright, I'm out.
I need him to do one for the.
Trying to get drove for more.
Hmm?
E for more.
Me for
He
more.
forgot. But
Forgot to look them up.
the lasting image of, I think, Johnny Gaudreau and like Flames fans' head is not going to be the guy who scored 150 points. It's going to be the guy that left your team and also was on the ice for that Connor McDavid series winning goal. Like that's got to sting, definitely.
Yeah, and he doesn't deserve it either, but it's how the cookie crumbles, right?
Exactly. Shit happens sometimes. That's all you can sum it up, really. But yeah, it's just that Gaudreau signing was just so fascinating. You could look at it from so many different angles. Like we spent literally 20 minutes just doing that, so that's why I wanted to cover it. Closing thoughts on that, and we can move on.
Not really anything. I mean, at the end of the day, it's just
Why
nice to see.
Columbus?
Yeah,
Why Columbus? We're gonna be asking that for a while.
that and really I just want to say it's nice to see at least. It's nice when fun things happen like this in hockey. Big fish goes to a different team.
Yeah, when's the last time we've had a free agent like this be like, oh, he went to that team? Because when Panarin hit the free agency market, like there was
We all
like,
said New York.
like he was gonna go to New York, and even like when Tavares hit the market,
Oh,
it's
we
like,
knew he was gonna be
probably
elite.
go home to Toronto. Yeah,
He's
but
gonna go to Toronto.
he
Yeah,
didn't like,
There's
and
never
even
been
like
a
a Joe,
case
like we
this where
saw.
the guy has left that much money on the table to go to a different spot. That wasn't even
Yeah.
a winning situation. Like,
Mm-hmm.
because even Tavares, like Toronto was already in a winning situation. Columbus is not there yet. Like,
no, that's not New York.
I think
New
they
York
are on their
is
way up, but
very
like they still
similar.
got a couple of years to go before they're like a playoff contender, I'd say.
Yeah, definitely.
But yeah, kind of onto another team that's kind of been like the butt end of jokes lately, but have had an incredible offseason. The Ottawa Senators. It is the summer of Pierre Dorian. Not only did he steal Alex DeBrincat from us, he also somehow got the Maple Leafs to take on Matt Murray.
Hey,
What do you think about that, Jimmy? Because like you go from Campbell, who was the backup last year? I'm completely for blanking out on it. Campbell and
oh my God, I'm forgetting the name. Well, we had Mrazek. Well, it was Mrazek at first.
yeah, I guess so. Campbell and Mrazek, like you go from
Oh
that.
my gosh, and then what's his name? Oh my God, whatever, doesn't matter. Yeah,
Michael Hutchinson. Well, what do you think about the goaltending going forward? Because like if you told me that like in 2018 that Murray and Samsonov was going to be part of the Leafs, I'd be like, God damn, okay, you're cooking with grease.
It's not horrible, but right now it's bleak. There's not. I don't know, man. Like I don't know. Like Murray hasn't been good in ages. He hasn't been good since his first 2 seasons. It's not a bet that I would take. It is very to me. It's frustrating because I haven't really seen Dubas as a guy to make very hockey men decisions, but it's very obvious that he brought him in. He's a Sault Ste. Marie guy.
Fuck, was he a Sioux Greyhound?
Absolutely.
You gotta be fucking kidding me.
You gotta be kidding, yeah.
I love that goal so much.
Yeah, no, at first I'm like, what? Why? I looked at his team history. I'm like, oh, okay, great. So this seems to be a move based purely on, that's my guy. And fuck that, because Jack Campbell signed for just a few pennies more for 5 years.
5 times 5. They're only paying like 3. I think if they kept Campbell, they only would have been paying him like $300,000 more.
It's pennies, dude.
Albeit for more term though, and I think he's a bit older.
And you want that guy locked down. You should be fine giving Jack Campbell term because he's your starting fucking goalie. Why wouldn't you be? That's the angle that I haven't understood on this is why not? Why the fuck not?
Why not?
Yeah, seriously.
Didn't even offer him a contract in this calendar year. Think about that.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure Emily Kaplan brought that up. Like they didn't even like have contract.
Yeah, that's
discussion
ridiculous. That's fucking ridiculous. And Samsonov, I like it as a bet. It's a cool bet, but you need a starting goalie, not a bet. You're supposed to be contending for the cup, not tossing shit at the wall and seeing if it sticks. At your goaltending position. Oh, but it might, yeah. But it might.
Nah, and like I kind of get like the other side. I'm gonna play devil's advocate for a second because like the Leafs broke their franchise record in points last year with like in terms of like expected goals, like the 5th worst goaltending tandem in the league last year.
Expected by whom exactly?
Not them.
Not me.
But at the same time, Austin Matthews is not getting 60 goals again. That's not happening. Like you're not getting 50-something points out of Alex Kerfoot. You just lost Ilya Mikheyev, who got you 20 goals. Like
you're not
getting that kind of offensive dynamo again. It's tough,
dude. People don't realize how much Mikheyev's going to be missed too. Like, not that they should have paid
He's
him.
not worth the contract he got, but you guys don't have a replacement for him, so have fun with that.
Exactly. And now Kerfoot is the only contract movable to make enough money to do anything.
What do you mean? William Nylander's right there.
Oh, you're right. Yeah. Sorry. But yeah, no, it's we were supposed to be talking about Ottawa. Found a way to make.
How can we make this about the Leafs?
Hey, wasn't me. Wasn't me this time.
How does this affect
holy shit. I seriously I can't give Pierre Dorian enough credit. He's been insane. And I do have to say, it's really nice to see him do well. He just seems like the nicest guy, does he not?
Again, he was like kind of like Columbus, like he was the butt end of the joke, like the video a few years ago being like, we are a team. Even him last year being like, the rebuild is over. Like he was a year probably too early, but I mean, he was right in hindsight. So,
well, yeah, I mean, and the thing is, I don't know if I want to call them a playoff team yet.
Yeah, I wouldn't call them a playoff team, but they're going to be battling for a playoff spot.
But dude, they just pulled DeBrincat and Giroux, dude. Come on. They got rid of Matt Murray's contract. Come on. Like, Cam Talbot isn't all that, but he's better than what Matt Murray was.
You can do a lot better than that. Like, honestly, I don't think it's that much worse than Samsonov and Murray.
It's about the same, yeah. I'd say.
Yeah, I'm not even trying to be that guy, but Ottawa's not a playoff team. So
I don't think they are, but they're going to be battling in it. Like, they're definitely
great job. We can all agree.
There's still a whole other side. I don't care how nice that forward core is. There is still a whole other side of the ice that they got to play on. And
thank you.
They got
they really have Shabbat and Zub and who the hell else.
Yeah, Pierce.
You're asking a shit ton out of Jake Sanderson this year. That's all I'm going to say.
Yeah, Shabbat, Zub.
Unless they go get a defenseman, which they could.
Is Sanderson making the jump this year?
Yeah, he made the jump last year.
Oh, wow, I did not notice that. But, yeah, then you're absolutely right. Fuck. And is Brandstrom still... He's still there.
Yeah, it's kind of a now or never.
Doghouse. How did the Blackhawks not get him?
Yeah.
Pierre Dorian, you've been freaking Pierred.
I've been walking around my house multiple times and thought to myself, how the fuck didn't they get Eric Brandstrom? DJ Smith doesn't like him. Whatever. Let's not get into that whole thing. But yeah, they forward group, fucking amazing. One of the best top sixes in the entire league. Defense.
Dude, I think I saw Cap Friendly saying that toxic group almost had like 170 goals last year, which is funny because like a quarter of that was DeBrincat, pretty much.
Shit, yeah. Yeah.
Half of it was like him and Norris. It was Norris like 35 goals or something like that.
Yeah, and also that Norris contract.
Not good.
Good play.
Yeah, I'm sorry. If you want to look at the recent 8x8 signed by center, I'm taking Jack Hughes over Robert Thomas and him any day at the same number. Just think about that for a second. That Jack Hughes contract is going to get better by the day. It's crazy.
Jack Hughes and Robert Thomas are making similar money. That's great.
Robert Thomas is making more than Jack Hughes.
Yeah, 0.125. Yeah, it's incredible. Oh man.
Well, Robert Thomas, that's a bit of a gamble. Yeah.
You know what? Let's play a game. What was Josh Norris' shooting percentage?
I want to play a game.
Oh, hold up. I'll get it. I'll find it.
No, I got it right here. I want y'all to guess.
Oh, I want to guess.
Wait, what was the question?
What is Josh Norris' shooting percentage last year?
I'm going to go 16.5.
I'm going to say 21%.
Pierce was closer. It's 20%. Even 8-year extension to a guy who shot 20%.
I was going to say
I'm not trying to be a hater because everyone's going to say I'm going to be a hater, but like, let's go look at his numbers for his whole career. Granted, 35 goals in 66 games is good. Like, I'm not knocking that. But this dude shot 17% last year and then 20% this year.
Probably not gonna.
In a 125 game sample, that's not enough of a sample for me to give an 8-year deal.
Yeah, I would have bridged him. Me and my.
Yeah, but I'm not freaking Pierre, so.
Well, that's the thing with Ottawa. They've had so much problem like keeping guys together. So the fact they can even go out there and spend money, I think, is
that's true. And they locked down Batherson too, so they got almost everyone in the core locked down now. Besides, they got Kachuk's locked down. They got Shabbat locked down. Like, they got their core. Like, the blanket one is the most interesting thing to me. Because, like, are they going to actually pay him what he's worth? Or are they going to try to lowball him and he's going to ask out? Because I genuinely can see a world where both happen. Pierre's like, I don't think you're a $9 million player. And DeBrincat's like, well, I don't like Ottawa. So,
fuck you, buddy. I'm moving out of Ottawa.
Dude, I'm not even trying to be a dick, but it's just like you can't lowball a player of that caliber. And if he's giving $8 million out to these kind of players, if I'm DeBrincat, I'm 9.5 minimum. Like, sorry. Like, do any of them get 40 goals? Do any of them score at a point a game? No, I don't want to hear it. If I'm him,
if I'm Alex DeBrincat, my offer starts with at least a 10. I don't care.
Literally, bro. Literally. Like, I'm sorry.
10, he's at least 10, personally. Like, there aren't many wingers in the league that do what he does. They don't score as much as he does. That don't have, like, he has a bit of a playmaking aspect to his game, and he's actually reliable on his own end. Like, you don't fucking find that.
Dude,
he needs to get paid next year. He needs at least $80 million at his fucking front door.
Yeah, and the thing with Ottawa too, it's like now they got DeBrincat, he's gonna be glued to Stützle. Stützle's gonna need a new deal. He's gonna play his contract here with DeBrincat.
That's
really they're gonna
go. No, Stützle's gotta be so happy.
Yeah,
they're gonna go DeBrincat, Stützle, and Giroux.
That's gonna be gross.
Not only skill, but that's gonna be a pain in the ass to play against because DeBrincat.
Yeah, because look at all the penalties Stützle's gonna draw, and everyone's gonna get pissed. Crazy.
Just stop.
I
think Gallagher is gonna have fits next year.
That's the reason I just keep getting concerned with Ottawa, because like they're gonna have so much money locked up in their forwards, and they're really banking on these kids to really step up on the back end, and that's a big ask. And we've seen it not work on a lot of teams. Like, you need veteran presence on that back end, and
that's why they got Travis Hamonic at last year's deadline.
Oh man, I forgot about that. Holy,
I hate it here. Yeah, but I if they get another defenseman, I'll feel a little better. Like, I know they were sniffing around Uyghur and Chychrun, but like,
I would have loved that if they go.
If they get one more piece like that, then they're really gonna be a force to be reckoned with. But I could be
Klingberg
wrong. Maybe Sanderson and like Jacob Bernard Docker both take steps next year. Like, who knows? That could genuinely happen.
Like, they got guys.
Like, I don't blame Dorian for taking a bet on his back end. He's got a plethora of prospects. It's just like you need some veteran presence for those young prospects to make it easier. Like, I don't think it hurt like guys like Miro Heiskanen having like a John Klingberg already there and stuff, and like like an Esa Lindell and whatnot. Like, Cale Makar definitely didn't hurt.
Brian Steele too.
Yeah. Like, you know what I mean. They need help. A little more help. Like, they already got some help, but like they need just a little more for me to feel.
I don't know why in the fucking hell that Zito is putting Uyghur out there, but if they
he's not, he just doesn't want to extend him yet, which is gives
the thing is, like, really the thing was if they kept Sherratt, they really would have traded like there would have been a way better possibility that they traded Uyghur, but now that Sherratt's gone, that they're probably gonna keep him.
That would have what a decision that would have been.
Yeah.
Not gonna lie, if I'm a Florida fan, shout out to our friend Charles, that terrifies me whether he trades Uyghur or not. The fact that was ever a possibility is wow.
It puts a little seed of doubt in your brain.
Hockey men continue to be hockey men. What else is new?
I did not have, like, kind of on the same topic, like, the Atlantic got a lot better this offseason. I kind of want to go on to Detroit now because holy shit, did they make some moves.
Oh, Detroit did a lot, for sure.
Detroit Red Wings.
Detroit wins.
Hey, all right. I guess I'm just being a cynic tonight, but Detroit moved from 8 to 13 in the draft with all those moves. Sorry, I'm going to be a dick. Just saying it. They're not making
Wow,
the playoffs. They're
Schmidt
not
and
going to
Schmidt
be in
hater
contention
tonight.
for the playoffs. There's
Dude.
still a level to this team that they are not there yet. And
I
I don't
do
care if
like
adding
them.
a guy
But
like
they added
Andrew
Big Ben
Cobb.
Sherratt, though.
Oh
Whatever.
boy.
Ron's a cool signing. Like, that's good for the top 6, but like,
Cobb is
That's
I
gonna be
like
nice
Cobb
for
a lot.
Lucas Raymond going forward.
I could think of 5 teams in their division. I'd still probably take over them. Like,
Sherratt's their
man,
most paid defenseman. Sherratt's their highest paid defenseman. That's that.
well, yeah, most Sider doesn't have a contract yet, but like,
Yeah, doesn't have his $9 million a year yet.
and like, I get the
They
Troy
also
fans where they're
signed
coming from.
Ole
Like, well, we got
Mata.
rid of Kaiser, and it's like,
You brought another Kaiser in.
You
Good
brought a
job.
good old ball and chain back.
Yeah, exactly. A ball and chain. They
like
brought
Andrew
in.
Cobb's cool. At least I didn't give him 7 years. I was like, I made a very
Yeah,
point about that.
kind of going like
That's
Rangers. I would have taken Kopp over Trocheck.
Yep,
That's
especially in that term.
Yes.
1 year
That
younger
pissed
and
me off
2
to
years
high
less
hell.
term. And,
Same
like,
exact
that's
con-
perfect
same exact
salary,
AAV
so I
too.
get that.
Andrew Cobb is so. Oh my God, Cobb was incredible in New York, and they let him go for
Trocheck.
Vinny Trocheck.
To pay
Well,
for an
7
extra
years.
2 years, same money, and 1 year older. I would have kept Kopp. But
Yeah,
alas.
no, never. I hated that move for New York the moment I saw it. What a horrible fucking
Chris
move.
Drury making a dumb decision. What are
What
you?
else is new? Yeah, I do love Perron for the Red Wings. I also love how weird that's gonna look. I really hope it pisses off.
Did you know that was the first contract he signed with a team not named St. Louis?
Wow! Yeah. Oh yeah. Oh, that's
Because
wild.
he's gone back to St. Louis, I think, 3 times. Every time he's gone out there, it was either by trade or the one
Mhm.
time when he went to
Traded
Vegas,
to
that was
the-
expansion
Traded
draft.
to the Oilers.
Yeah.
Traded to
Pittsburgh,
Ducks.
then to Anaheim.
Oh, that's where it went. Okay, yeah.
Yeah.
And then got traded back to. Oh,
Yeah,
no,
he's been around the block.
got picked by Vegas.
Mm-hmm.
Or did he go back to St. Louis by then?
No, he went to
back to
Vegas.
St. Louis
went to a
after
couple
Vegas
finals.
because he was in Vegas
Yeah.
for 1 year.
Gotcha.
Then he signed with
He was in
St.
Vegas
Louis.
for 1 year, got like 75 points, and then signed a 4-year deal in St. Louis. Like absolute chat shit.
Also, I like the Kubalik signing. Why not take a bet on him? I would
Why
have given him
not?
1 year.
Nice gamble.
Whatever. I mean, it's Eiserman. I can't doubt it. Nope. He did. He got
They
traded to
literally have
St.
no
Louis.
one in the bottom 6, so they can throw money at guys like that. I won't bat an eye at it. I just still feel like they, in terms of star power, they need like one more guy. Like Marco
They
Castro,
still
who they
have 10
drafted
million
this year, is
cap
not
space.
that guy. Like,
Also, teacher, he went back to St. Louis for 1 year, and then went to Vegas, and then went back to St. Louis after 1 year in Vegas.
Mm-hmm.
I need him to go back to St. Louis in 2 years, just for 1 year. Just for the fun of
Oh,
it.
it's gonna happen. It's gonna happen.
Yeah.
Don't you worry. Just watch.
Like
when they trade Torrey Krug to the Red Wings.
Michigan boy goes home. Perron goes back to St. Louis. It's perfect.
That's what I'm saying, Brooksy.
Got that story I had. But yeah, they got Andrew Kopp, David Perron, they got Dominic Kubalik.
They just signed a lot of-
They got 2 former Blackhawks. They have 3 former Blackhawks on the team: Pius Suter, Dominic Kubalik, and Ole Mata.
I can't believe they
Joe
took
Norsley's there too.
Yes, you can't forget that. Well, last but not least, definitely.
Yeah, but Detroit's gonna be better. I don't think they're same decision as Ottawa. They're not. better
Yeah, I was
enough
gonna
to
say,
get
like,
it out.
they've definitely got better, but the big question is how big of a step are they gonna take?
Also, get that Dylan Morgan extension done.
Oh yeah.
Don't even flirt with that idea going into the season. They need to get that done before training camp, in my opinion.
Yep.
I think Steve Eisenman will have a problem with that. But yeah,
Gotcha.
Can move on to the next team I have on the list, the Carolina Hurricanes.
On Big Balls Waddell.
I liked it. I liked what they did. I liked that they were I said earlier. I liked that it was fun. Going and getting Brent Burns, dude.
You got Max Pacioretty and Brent Burns. Like,
Yeah, they got Pacioretty too.
For
And,
nothing.
For nothing.
And Dylan Coghlan.
Cap.
That's like the thing with the Gaudreau thing. We were talking about like him leaving Calgary, like, and how much Philadelphia and New Jersey kind of fumbled the bag. Kind of the same thing here. Like Carolina got a fucking hell of a player with Max Pacioretty, and also getting Brent Burns with retained
They got
money.
a thing that they usually struggled at, and they got better at. They got a goal scorer, and they got a guy. They got a guy who does what Tony DeAngelo does better, and also isn't Tony DeAngelo.
It isn't a piece of shit.
Also, we gotta be like realistic here. There's no way there weren't locker room problems if he got moved out that fast after having a good season. He had a good year. Like, I hate him, but he produced.
He's an all right offensive defenseman. I'll give him that much. That's all he can really do, though. Look good well.
Well, and throw slurs around, but clearly this guy. I can't imagine that there weren't issues if he had it that good of a year, and they just moved him right on. Hey, Brent Burns, man, that's fucking awesome.
That's pretty cool. Yeah,
it's great, dude. Brent Burns on the fucking Hurricanes. Come on now.
Dude, he's going to be playing with Jacob Slavin. He can do whatever the hell he wants.
That's what I'm saying, Brooksy. Like, you got
through your head.
Brent Burns. Yeah, he's kind of a sieve in his own end. Does it matter? No, you got Jacob Slavin on his other side. It doesn't matter. You can put Brett Pesce can make up for his bullshit. You've always got somebody on Carolina who can make up for his bullshit.
Dude, even Brady Shea could. Like, he's fun.
Yeah, like, I love it.
He's gonna be rejuvenated, a new team. Like, he's not gonna be playing on a crappy San Jose team. He's gonna get his points. He's probably gonna run the number one power play.
Mike Greer making a great move that Doug Wilson, I hate to say it, would not have made. He wouldn't have made this move, and God bless Doug Wilson. He wouldn't have done that. We've seen that. He would have signed another contract like that.
How many times do we see new, fresh set of eyes? Oh, this isn't my guy. Making too much money. Let's move him out, even though we had to retain a bit of salary on him. They moved on.
Yeah. It's great to see. I like it for San Jose. I really like it for Carolina. Just with I don't know how fun that could be. I think Burns on an explosive team like that could be so many different kinds of fun. So I really. Well, and it was Burns. They got Pacioretty. That's he's a bit injury prone. We know this, but he scores a shit ton of goals. And why not get some more goals if you have the money for it?
Not.
Yeah, I don't think they did anything else, did they?
They got Andre Kasha.
What?
Yeah.
Okay, sure. That's a fine bet. Sure. And oh gosh, what did they?
They're gonna sign Marty Necas, so that's pretty much it.
That's it. They didn't. No. It wasn't what they did. It's what they haven't done. They haven't re-signed Nito Niederreiter. I don't know if they're.
I don't know if that's gonna happen.
Yeah.
How much? Because we haven't heard anything about it.
Yeah, that's.
Which means he's gonna go to the Leafs.
Woo! Get rid of Nino Niederreiter. Get excited, Leafs Nation.
How could I make it about the Leafs again?
Gotta make it about the Leafs, always. We gotta get that. I mean, dude, how else are we gonna get on Sportsnet? Come on. Gotta give them what they want.
Gotta be TSN, Toronto Sports Network.
So I can be up there with Ray Ferraro. God, Ray. Paul Martin is terrible.
Somebody fucking go. That always kills me. I love that.
He's coming to the bench. Somebody fucking go. Listen,
Paul Martin is terrible.
I don't care. I love Ray Ferraro, and that's a top 5 Ray Ferraro moment. That guy's fun as fuck. I don't care. Hockey needs more guys like him that can talk and they can say, they can actually be fun.
Dude, he says whatever the hell he wants.
That's what I'm saying.
Yeah, whether you like him or not, he does spit sometimes.
And he's not an asshole. It's nice.
It's a good old boy from Western Canada who played with the Atlanta Thrashers and the Hartford Whales, I'm pretty sure.
You are right about that, sir.
Call me Pierre McGuire because I got that right. I wanted to talk about Vegas yet again, making a charitable donation
for all the listeners. For any listeners, in the notes, Pierce put down Hurricanes acquire Burns and Pacioretty, Vegas, you fucking suck. And they
Am
do.
I wrong?
And
Am I wrong?
And they do. Yeah, Pierce, you want to start this off? I see you have some things to say.
Once again, Vegas making a charitable donation. This is the second year in a row that they've traded a guy who's making $7 million, 1 year left on his contract. I could be wrong, but he might have had some kind of clause in place. Let's take a quick look at that. All right, I'm already on Carolina. So Max Pacioretty does have a modified no trade clause, 10-team no trade list, though I'm pretty sure he found out not through Twitter but through his agent or the team. So I mean, there's that at least from what I know. But yeah, second year in a row, guy making $7 million, a huge part of their team. Yes, Pacioretty did have some injury issues, so pretty much did the whole freaking Vegas team.
That was the whole thing.
He's been a guy there. Like he's never gonna score like point per game, but like this is a guy who gets 30 goals, 30 assists kind of thing. Like this is a guy that you can easily plug on your top six, and he's still got hockey left to play.
He's good enough to where he can be Max Pacioretty and still like compliment him for his goal scoring.
Yeah. But you get fucking nothing. Not only that, you trade Jerome Holly too.
Absolutely.
You get nothing. You lose. Good day, sir.
To add more fuel to the fire, I mean, we know it was Suzuki and Tatar for Pacioretty. Don't forget they traded a first, second, and third for Tatar. So they traded a first, second, third.
And they didn't even play Tatar in that year.
Yep.
You're really just making moves for the sake of making moves, you know? Like, whatever is in front of them, whatever is shiny in front of them, they go grab it, and they just have no foresight whatsoever. Again, I like NHL. I wish more teams would go after these star players, but there's a point where it's like, okay, like, if you keep doing this over and over again, it's going to come back to bite you in the ass, and it already has. Like, you missed the playoffs last year. Like, there were times where you couldn't even ice a full team, like, due to salary cap limitations. Ugh.
Yeah, it's the Disney hockey team, man.
All I know is when I go to Vegas, the first thing I'm doing is signing a fucking full no move clause because you are not fucking throwing my ass out the door like you do everyone else. Like, I'm serious. If I'm a free agent and I go to Vegas, you are giving me a full no move. Like,
you're
not playing this effing game.
For that.
Either that or you're paying me the sun and the moon, so when I do get traded, at least I'll be compensated.
At least I got $10 million to cry on. And
exactly. Yeah, Woody Harrelson wiping the tears away with the $100 bill. Yeah.
Gotta love that Jack Eichel will just never be on a fucking normal run team ever. Like, it's just great.
No. He went from one shit show to another. I mean,
kind of like Matt Duchene, to be honest.
Yeah, it really is like Matt Duchene.
You know what that means? Buffalo's winning the cup in
2027.
It's excited Sens Nation. Woo!
You got Mark Stone on there too. It's kind of works too well.
Who just had like back surgery. Like, oy.
I think I saw a quote from I don't know if it was like an agent or like a player. It's like Vegas is a great place to play, obviously, but you got a shelf life. Like, you're gonna be out there quick. Like, if you're not playing at like 100%, something to that effect. Not verbatim.
I'm surprised Torch is in the coach there right now because he fits right in. He only has a 3-year shelf life too. Might as well go get him.
They really are the Vegas marriage of hockey teams, aren't they?
Yep.
Yeah. Marry you one night, divorce you the next.
And like when Vegas,
you're the best thing on that night, and then the next day they wake up and they're sober, and they just go, "Oh, what the fuck did I just do?" And like, it took them a couple years, but like, and also like, to Vegas' defense, Max Pacioretty has not played a full season since he's been in Vegas. Like, that's very clear. He's been hurt every single year since he's gotten to Vegas. So like, from that perspective, fine. But you could have got something for him. That's bullshit. You can't tell me that someone wouldn't have
like a late draft pick. Like,
get a pick. Jesus Christ. Like, even Mike Hoffman, when he couldn't go anywhere, still got garbage draft picks from San Jose. Like,
it's
unbelievable asset.
It's just lazy work. It just seems like lazy work by Brian McClellan. Like, how do you that's a fantastic point. How do you not get anything? Not even a fourth, fifth, nothing. Yeah, it's lazy. They just literally, it's just take our garbage, and you see what they think of their players. Like, if I'm Max Pacioretty, next time I play Vegas, I'm scoring 4 goals or bust. Like, they tossed me aside for future considerations while also tossing in a sweetener with me. That's what they think of me. Not that I'm saying everyone should take everything to heart. It is business. But that shitty business they did to you, I'd be pissed off.
There's ways about going about it, and that is not one of them.
It just because it's business doesn't mean you can't point out when it's really shitty business and very insulting business at that.
Mm-hmm.
It was funny because we were joking all offseason, like, oh, it's going to be Robin Leonard, blah, blah, blah. Then he had surgery, so it couldn't be him. He fucking literally got injured, so he couldn't get traded. Or it probably would have been him, if we're being honest.
Who's the next closest guy who got surgery this year? Oh, Max Pacioretty. He's fine. Let's ship him out.
Who's healthy? Who can we get out the door?
And, like, I'm sorry. I still would take 40 games of Max Pacioretty over Riley Smith. Like, I don't get that at all.
Nope. Don't understand that either.
You know what? I wouldn't have extended Alec Martinez if I knew that was going to happen. I don't know, man. Like, there's just some dumb moves going on over there. Like, for a team that
they still got to sign Nick Hag.
For a team that has gone to the conference final 3 out of the first 5 years they've been in the league, they are so unbelievably poorly run. It's crazy. Like, they went from, like, as soon as Kelly McCrimmon took over, their asset management went out the fucking window. Like, George McPhee was the guy stockpiling draft picks and stuff for the longest time. As soon as McCrimmon came in, they started doing this, we're going for it every year. We're going to find every way to manipulate the salary cap to, like, even if it doesn't work, we're just going to. I get the owners want excitement, but dude, this is not how you put out a good on ice product. Holy smokes. In a division that is very winnable, by the way. It is unacceptable they did not make the playoffs last year, even with all the injuries.
Yeah.
I don't give a fuck, dude.
Yeah,
that Pacific division was so bad last year. Come on now. Ugh. Terrible.
Yeah, they when they came in the league, they were this very lovable team, but the past few years,
the Empire.
Mm-hmm.
It used to be the land of opportunity, now they're the Empire. Just like every fucking great team.
Yeah.
Oh, God.
Yeah, it's pretty fucking insane, especially like you said, looking back at their first year, it was this, you know.
They were the
Dude, they're still over the fucking cap.
Yeah. They're not done making moves. They have to make another move. What are the odds that they ship out someone like Riley Smith? Like, oh, yeah, we're able to sign you, but
he had this cute little Vegas, like his little video on Twitter and everything too.
Coming back. You know, there's 2 ways to go about never getting traded by Vegas. One of them is just having a contract that's so movable, like William Karlsson's, that you're never going to be able to move it. You probably could, but it's going to be tough. And then you look at the contract that's like Zach Whitecloud's, where they're paying him till 2028. You're making almost $3 million, and you're just like, what are we doing here, guys? Like,
by the way, that'll be the longest the contract on Vegas right now.
Dude, what the hell are they doing in net right now? They don't have a backup. Brossoit did not get re-signed. They have Logan Thompson, and then Leonard's out to start the season. The more you look at these teams, the more you're just like, what is their plan?
What are they cooking?
We've heard the teams that are just like, okay, yeah, we're going to be injured till January, and then we'll make the playoffs. Boston, basically.
Yeah, seriously. Why the fuck did they give Riley Smith 3 years? This is ridiculous, man.
I don't care. Not my problem.
Not my problem, not my team, but it's a head scratcher to say the least. It's a head scratcher.
I've had my suffering with the Hawks. I'm perfectly fine being in rebuild mode and not this kind of cap hell anymore.
Listen, I'm glad that the only good thing to come out of this is Brendan Brisson is definitely getting playing time on that roster next year, which will be fun.
Or trade to the Blackhawks.
Fuck yeah, buddy, let's go for Philip Kursh, straight up.
Oh my God,
get excited
when he gets traded alongside of Leonard.
No, when he gets traded for Jujhar Kyrgios, they need some grit chills. Or no, they need a goalie. So 920 save percentage. Alex Stalock to the rescue.
Is Alec Martinez a good hockey player at the moment?
He's 35. What is he?
He's making 5.25.
He's 34.
Even better.
You're telling me he's like a 16-team no trade. You're telling me that you couldn't move Alec Martinez, who has 1 year, $5 million left, before you move Max Pacioretty?
I mean, 2, but still, teams I don't see how that's such a immovable contract compared to Pacioretty's. And if you're going to move Pacioretty again, get something back. He plays hockey and he's good at it.
No, I'm sorry. Look at that Vegas just gave me a second wind of energy. Holy shit, this team is really
my hatred wakes me up.
Literally, bro.
I don't need an alarm. My hatred for Vegas already wakes me up.
Seriously. Oh my goodness. I could rely on that every morning. They have 9. Dude, this is bad. No. Hold up.
I could legitimately get 100 points and no one cares.
Buddy,
that's the best
hold
part.
up. Hold up.
Buddy, hold up.
They're over the cap, and they only have 9 forwards in the book.
They gotta move Martinez still. Like, Jesus.
Ooh, that is. Ooh.
Yo, give us a first. We'll take William Karlsson.
Well, fuck
5
yeah,
more
dude.
years.
That's a Taves replacement, baby.
Yeah.
Wait,
Honest
he's
to
got
God,
no shit. No, this is the problem. They all have no moves. Jesus.
They do. They have the top.
Bro,
Eichel and
they're gonna
Stoner
get
don't
handcuffed
move.
to where Shea Theodore.
You don't want to move Stoner Eichel.
This is crazy.
Shea
This is
Theodore,
actually
you are
crazy.
Hold up. I'm gonna run through them. You already did. I'm just gonna run through them again, just for myself.
Bro, Shea Theodore and Chandler Stevenson would be the most movable assets at the moment in terms of no trade protection.
And they're both coming to the
easy
Blackhawks,
contract.
so I can get a Stevenson Blackhawks jersey. Woo!
Yeah, and Theodore can teach. Oh, also, speaking of Shea Theodore, his comparable Krasinski, has disgusting mitts.
It's
He
better.
has sick fucking hands, dude. I was watching his shootout attempt today. Fucking gross.
Give me Nick Waugh.
Give me Nick Waugh. Give me Nick Hay. Give me one of
Nick
those.
Waugh's a UFA, I'm pretty sure.
He has not been resigned. Keegan Kolazar has not been resigned.
Bro, sign Keegan Kolesar.
They're both RFAs, but given those.
Yo, Keegan Kolesar.
We can get all the Seattle boys. Let's go. We're going after
Yeah,
Barzal.
give me Keegan Kolazar. He's a fucking boy.
And then
Keegan
Seattle's going to trade
Kolazar
for
is
Matt
a boy.
Barzal so they can recreate the whole line. Let's go! Get excited!
So Vegas has 6 defensemen on payroll,
Yeah.
9 forwards on payroll.
Yeah. Nice.
Those forwards, they have no moves on, full no moves on Stone and Eichel, as they should. Modified no trades on Carlson, Marchessault, Riley Smith. Brett Howden is on this team and has to be on this team. That's fucked.
But according to the stats, he's actually good.
Yeah, I don't give a fuck. Riley Smith needs to go. They shot themselves in the foot. You need to move that guy. That should have been a sign and trade. When you trade Pacioretty like that, you should be getting a roster player, a young guy with being paid $1 or $2 million. That's the whole point, right? To get assets back, right?
What do I know? What do I?
It really is like the Padme and Anakin meme, where it's like we're moving Pacioretty, right? For assets.
You're getting something
right?
back, right?
Yeah,
right?
assets, right? No fucking nothing. So they need young guys who can play for under $1 million, right? Well, you got Brendan Bergeron. You know who'd really fucking help right now?
Oh wait.
I was about to say Peyton Krause would sure.
Wait.
There are plenty of UFAs to go after, but as we've stated, they do not have the fucking cap to do it. They have to make a move, and this is.
You turn the salary cap against me. You have done that yourself. I can't stand this thing.
Your anger and lust for power has already done that.
If Vegas was in the Atlantic, they'd literally be a bottom feeder, but they're in the Pacific, so they get to fucking tread water. It's just
dude, they were in the East at all, they'd be absolute shit. They get eaten up.
Clear the Golden Knights.
Oh, they clear them down.
I take Bruce Cassidy over DJ Smith any day of the week.
Oh, man,
I'm done talking about Vegas. Sorry.
I'll talk about them forever. This is funny as hell.
I guess. Also, so bad they are. I like doing that because, again, I expect they're gonna win a cup. What's the direction? Because holy shit, they just keep.
I hope they win a cup because if not, then yikes. Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Anyways,
for expansion teams and everything.
Let's talk about the Blackhawks.
Oh boy.
Cool.
Let me get my drink.
Drink.
I've just covered your ears. I like the Max Domi signing.
Wait, what's up? I like it. I like the Max Domi signing a lot.
Don't necessarily agree with his views, but from a pure hockey player perspective, love it.
From a hockey standpoint, he is literally everything I've been preaching for the Hawks to get for the last 6 months. I'm not going to knock the signing.
Done. He doesn't talk enough to where it's you need to shut the fuck up. He's not like D'Angelo where he's going on Twitter constantly and saying shit. You know what his views are.
You know what the best part is? You don't the first question going to be asked for Max Domi is not going to be why did you support the insurrection on January 6th? Are you actually a racist? That's not going to be the questions they ask him.
Exactly.
They're going to ask him, have you texted Connor Murphy? Mm-hmm.
Yeah, and dude, I mean, dude, I used to own Max Domi's jersey. I was like his rookie year. I was in love with the player.
Do you still have it?
No, it was a fake. It was a fake Arizona Coyotes jersey. I wasn't gonna keep that. But no, I really like the signing. I think it'll be a fun player to watch. And obviously, these contracts look like Carl Soderberg and Matthias Janmark all over again, except that those two guys were like Soderberg was not anything really, and Janmark only really.
I think you got Ryder Rolston too. So I mean, hey, there's that.
Yeah, that was a cool. You got a guy whose shot releases is only outstanding asset. Congratulations. No, he literally is Dominic Kubalik with a snapshot. That's what he is. He has a really sick snapshot release, and that's it. That's all he does. That's all I've seen him do. But I digress. No, I think both of them are better than those two players they signed that year. And if they want to move them at the deadline, great.
They're going to get a first-round pick, but they might get a second.
Dude, if Domi has
put Domi with Kane for 60 games, he might be able to do it.
Yeah, you call James. Look what Max Domi can do with your top player. You want him to do that with your top player? Great, cool.
Forward, gritty, tenacious, and somehow has 25 goals near the deadline. Yeah, they get you a first.
Exactly. Thank you. And Athanasiou, I mean,
$3 million is very movable.
Just call Ken Holland, and the rest is history.
Hey,
Pierce and I called the Colin Blackwell signing, baby. Let's go.
I like Colin Blackwell too. I like.
Did you see Andreas Athanasiou signing with the Blackhawks? Did you see the Charlie Meliodas tweet where it's like, I'm working on an article how to get Andreas Athanasiou being traded to Chicago. 3 years later, he is now Chicago Blackhawk. That is awesome.
Yeah, that was fucking awesome. And weren't you a part of that?
Yes, I was. I believe.
Yeah, I think you're part of that. Yeah. No, that was really cool. Yeah, no, I've always liked Athanasiou, so I mean, be nice to watch him play. He's fun to watch when he's doing things. Just close your eyes.
Those guys that they got fit the bill, like Max Domi. He's not the fastest guy, but he plays with pace.
He's got wheels.
They actually got it. They actually got a skilled center that like Kane can play with, or like some of their other guys like Radish. Like he's a pain in the ass to play against. He wants to be in Chicago. I don't think he's going to be here long. He's probably going to be flipped at the trade deadline, but I have no problem with that. Same with Athanasiou, one of the fastest guys in the NHL. Yeah. I mean, can he control the puck at that speed? Not really, but I mean,
don't tell
like, he's a former 30 goal scorer. Like he can be like 50. If he can get 15, 20 goals by the deadline, that's not bad. He can flip.
Yeah, that's the goal, right?
And that's the big thing. Again, as much as I hate Stan Bowman, I think he was kind of doing something right for once and getting Janmark and Soderberg just 1-year deals. So that way you're not having someone like Lucas Reichel on the team getting caved in and just getting that loser mentality. No, you're going to let him play in Rockford. You're going to let guys like Domi and Athanasiou kind of have a chip on their shoulder. They're not old, but they're not young either. They still have a lot of hockey left to play. If they can get things going in Chicago and then go to a contender at the trade deadline, that's good for them. So I got no problems with that signing. Colin Blackwell, I just want to say I called that on the podcast. I love it.
I have my list right here.
Yeah. That's right, Stevie. That is right. But yeah, Colin Blackwell, he signed for 2 years at only $1.2 million. I don't think they're going to trade him this year, but if that's another guy, I don't think he's going to play in the top 6. But if you can get 10 goals, 10 assists out of him, you can flip him for maybe a mid-round pick. Seattle trade him for second-round pick. Got a second-round pick for him. I don't know if that's going to happen because they also but if you get a mid-round pick, kind of like a Ryan Carpenter, but a little better.
He did not get a second for him. He was a part of the Mark Giordano trade. Don't glue him into that.
Don't give Colin Blackwell. No. It was interesting though. They gave him 2 years. That was a bit odd, but I don't think that's necessary.
That's why he wants to be here.
He and my boy Sam Laps are just fine together. They'll be chilling.
They're gonna be water bugs. They're just gonna be.
Bro, I got my boy Colin Blacks and Sam Laps on the fourth line. What you know about that?
Chicago Blackhawks.
And my boy Max Entz. What the fuck do you know about that fourth line, bro?
Hey, Big Ball and Boris too.
Nah, he's a third liner. What do you mean?
What you saying?
Me and Reese Johnson are on the third line. Come on now.
Oh my!
Second line center Reese Johnson.
The more we talk about the Blackhawks forward lines, the funnier it gets.
Closer we get to Reese Johnson, and the closer I get to Absolutely.
Top 6 Reese, baby. It's coming. You've seen top 6 Marcus Kruger. You've seen top 6 David Cam.
Now get ready for Reese Jensen in the top 6 role. Sunday, United Center.
That's going to be.
Stevie's excited.
And it may happen.
The fans are excited. Stevie's
What do
excited.
you mean, May? It's gonna
I'll be
happen.
excited.
Yeah.
Dread it. Run from it.
No, honestly, you guys are excited about Reese Johnson. I'm more excited about Dylan Secure playing in the top 6 again.
Let's go! He's finally gonna get 60 points.
Oh, I
Mike
forgot
Golden,
Dylan
46
Secure is
is good for
back.
him, honestly.
Hey, I do really like what they're doing with Rockford. Like he actually,
Yeah, Brett Senior was good.
Stan Bowman,
Former Leaf, let's go!
he has never seemed to really like put a focus on getting veterans down in Rockford that can actually play hockey. And there's always old guys down there. Most of them are not good. And it seems like there's actually a focus on actually helping this Ice Hawks team have a core around them and not just a bunch of young kids, running around like chickens with their heads cut off.
Running around the ice like a bunch of chickens with their head cut off.
Okay.
I don't know the Blackhawks teams.
That was well, and Andrew Sorensen, head coach officially. That's very cool. It's very nice. It sounds like he did a very good job when he was there, even though they were still giving up a shit ton of shots every game, but we don't talk about that.
Never ask the Blackhawks organization how many shots they've given up in a game.
Every single team, all 3 of them. But yeah.
Right down to the Indy fuel.
Also, Alex Stalock solidifies the tank. Like, there's no.
Oh my!
There's about to that one. I honestly thought Big Save Dave was gonna be the guy they signed, but
No,
they got
He's in-
Stalock,
I
baby.
kinda
Let's
worry
go.
about
Alex Stalock's more fun than David Riddick. I'm cool with Alex Stalock. Dave Riddick
Well,
is
because
just
when he's good, it's gonna be a feel-good story. Because he just literally had like a heart transplant or some shit. Like,
yeah.
Yeah, he missed the season. I think he played like 1 game last year. Let's
Yeah.
look at that.
Yeah, I'm not gonna
bro,
hold on a
we
game.
got my boy Alex Stalock with my boy Peter Mraz back there.
Literally
What
2
Pete
goals.
Mraz, bro, let's go.
He played 1 game, 781 goals against average, and a 786 save percentage. Let's go!
He almost matched him up. Come on,
Hey,
pretty
but the
cool.
last
Bro,
full
let's
season
bring
he
Cam
played-
Ward on retirement. Fuck it.
But 2019-20, like he played 38 games. He had a 267 and 910 save percentage. That's not
He
bad.
also was on the Minnesota Wild, if I recall.
Yeah, that is
true. And they were-
But they
Was he
lost
on
in the
the Wild?
qualifying round.
No.
No, but I got no problems with the signings. The big thing is no term. 0 term, except for Blackwell. Whatever. It's
Why would you give them 2 years? What the F?
What the F are you thinking, Kyle Davidson?
Nah, the signings are cool. Literally
Also,
exactly
besides-
what I thought they would do. Actually, better than what I thought they'd do, because I did think they'd get forwards at skill. So,
Did you see the Mark Lazarus tweet where these like they arguably had a better hold than the 2018 offseason?
listen,
Like,
we
are you
don't
kidding
talk
me?
about
Yes,
that.
we did.
We literally, listen, if this is Kyle Davidson's, idea of a tanking free agency signing, just wait till this team's good and he's going to throw money at the good players.
Austin Matthews 2024.
Let's fucking go! Get excited, Jimmy!
I'll actually be able to enjoy
I'm
Austin.
like- Yeah, no, I won't.
You just,
I'm okay.
no, you want to get excited. Come on.
Also, they signed Luke Philp, who is a alumni of the University of Alberta. So that's pretty cool.
That's great, man. Anyways, yeah, no, actually, another really nice little signing. They had him, David Gust. Has he been confirmed yet, or is that still
Yeah, he's good.
That might be an HL sign.
that? It is, and I honestly really like that. They got Brett Sini as
They just
well.
need
who was-
veteran presence on the Rockford
They got a
team.
bunch of guys.
Bunch of fellas.
Brett Sini had 59 points last year with the Marlies, so I'll take that. That's cool. Luke Philp produces in the AHL. That's cool. I'll take that. Okay, David Gus produces in the AHL. Cool. I'll take that.
Okay.
Like
Yeah, for
they're
sure.
actually building it. They're actually a team, so that's neat. Doesn't seem to happen often with Rockford, but seems like this might actually happen. Cool.
Is it their year?
Is it their year? Just like it's the Leafs' year. Yeah, absolutely. Every year is their year, Pierce. Don't you know?
Honestly,
Uh,
I respect that.
Oh,
So looking at the Blackhawks cap friendly, they have 6 picks in the first 3 rounds next year, which I like.
I like that a lot.
Me like you like. They still have to re-sign Phil Kurashev, who's an RFA but with no arbitration rights. They still have $10.5 million, and then Caleb Jones, they has arbitration rights, but I don't anticipate that being a problem. Jimmy, how mad would you have been if the goaltending duo was Peter Mrazek and David Riddick, 2 former Leafs goalies?
Oh, I think you popped a neuron in my brain. I don't know. I think I don't know. I don't do this to me.
You just had a brain drain.
It's that was your brain when I said that.
That was the opposite of whatever a brain blast would be for me. No, that was
brain blast.
Mrazek and Riddick. Oh God. Oh, I
check.
This was 2018. Right? He took him to Greece.
Also, Kyle Davidson said that's going to be the starting duo going to the season. They're going to have to get a third-string goalie because...
what do you mean?
We're going to call up Jackson Stauber. Let's go! Get excited, Hawks Nation.
Oh, yeah. I mean, who do they have? They have Soderblom and Stauber, and that's it, right?
They signed Dylan.
They signed Comesso, but he's going back to school.
Yeah, well, of course, Comesso. There's no reason to...
No, I'm saying for Rocket.
Yeah. Oh, okay. Yeah, no.
Not for the NHL. Fuck that.
Dylan Wells. Yeah, they got Dylan Wells, but
let's go.
Guy.
Well. Am I right?
Well, that sucks.
Well, that sucks. Well, shit.
Well, in that case, we get to cap friendly.
I'm looking at cap friendly right now.
You are? That's great, man.
Just looking in awe of the Mrazek and Stalock goaltending duo.
Hey, let's also be happy that over $1 billion, about $1,100,000 were spent on contracts in the first 2 days.
Oh yeah, the first day was like $950 million. I love it, kind of, but also hate it. Okay, so yeah, day 1, free agency, $936 million spent. Day 2, $164 million spent, and then day 3, $52 million spent. The latest signing on the board is Calle Yarncroc. What do you think about that signing, Jim Bob, in Toronto? Why is everyone muted?
Oh, my Wi-Fi just...
Am I that boring?
Just leave it. Much? Dylan and I are staging a coup. Sorry.
Honestly, respect. Get me out of here.
Gosh, who are we whining about now? What team are we whining about now?
Let's pick a team. A random team.
Isn't that every podcast?
What team are we whining about today? Let's take a look at the recent trades. So we talked about the Pat Ready trade. Connor Brown went to the Washington Capitals for a second-round pick.
That's a great. Well, okay, it's a good trade-ish, kind of.
You know what? They get to go all Connor line: Connor Sheary, Connor McMichael, and Connor Brown. Does that not make your hair stand up on your arm, on your neck?
Not really. I don't have much, but
okay.
Do I? I'm a little insecure, Pierce.
let's look at that.
Why did Connor Brown need to be traded?
From Ottawa?
Why did that?
Yeah. Because he kind of fell.
Because he said he wasn't going to re-sign with them. And he was going to test unrestricted free agency.
Summer Pierre, they got a second-round pick for that.
Why
is that guy going to play third line minutes again? Just saying.
Is Washington supposed to put somebody on LTIR that I don't know about?
Nicholas Backstrom's dead.
Yeah,
he died. Nicholas Backstrom found dead in Sweden. So
because there's $6 million over the cap.
No, Jimmy. Nicholas Backstrom literally had the back surgery that Ryan Kessler had. He's fucked. Like, I'm not kidding. He's done. Dead. Like, that's why
he might not play.
I wasn't kidding. Nicholas Backstrom is probably not coming back at the Nicholas Backstrom.
No, he might not play an NHL hockey game ever again.
Oh man, yeah.
No,
it's-
yeah, that's why their cap situation looks the way it does.
Thank you. I was gonna say he's on the injured reserve, but it still puts
No,
me.
they haven't put him on
I don't know what that
LTIR
is,
yet.
but yeah.
And they got Wilson on LTIR until January or some shit. So
Fun.
because he's got like a torn ACL. So
That's fun. Those are always great.
yeah, if you're wondering why they
have
picked up
no-
Connor Brown, that's probably why.
I would think so. Yeah. Oh well, I understand why Washington does it. That's a great player. That's why I was so confused. Like, why would Ottawa want to let that go? I should have said really quick.
One, they have a lot of forwards, and why not add another second round pick? Why not?
Washington's offseason is not that bad. Not horrible.
Mhm.
The Nicholas Backstrom thing, that's horrible. That's that's not some.
Hey, you know
All their
what?
signings are good
Dylan
besides
Strome on
Eric
the second
fucking
line's not bad.
It's, yeah, Eric Gustafsson is never.
By the way, they're gonna need
Go,
Strowman. They're gonna need an
Strome
entirely
best
back
defender,
end.
yeah, I love it.
Holy
Yeah,
shit!
Strome, Brown. Who else did they sign? Strome, Brown.
This is literally the last year of the Caps. Like,
Dude, they have so many contracts next to.
dude, their whole defense besides Sean Carlson. What the heck?
Oh, you're right. Oh my God. Oh, they're all 1 year.
And also, like, one thing with Washington, I do not trust Darcy Kemper in like a 55-game workload because Charlie Lindgren ain't sure as hell ain't a 1B. Like,
No, that was very
a
interesting.
lot of interesting risks with
Hey,
Washington.
you guys are
but I love
forgetting
the
about
forwards.
Zachary Fucali. He's gonna come
Also,
down here,
oh God, that defense isn't even good in the first place.
Blackhawks moment.
Oh, Connor Brown, Lars Eller, Dylan Strome, Garner Hathaway, Connor Sheary, Marcus Johansson, and Axel Janssen guy.
Honestly, the all Connor line I'm
Absolutely
looking forward to.
Fialbi.
Yeah, thank you very much. Yeah, no, like half that team, literally half that entire fucking roster. They're free agents next year. Oh no. Oh God. Oh, that's bad
We found our team. Not really to bitch about, but to talk about.
to make fun of.
Make fun. Exactly.
Yeah. Well, what better way to feel better about yourself than to make somebody else feel worse? Am I right?
Let's laugh at someone else for a change. Hey, you nerd.
Oh, the
Your hockey team
yeah.
sucks.
Yeah, I know.
Yeah, I know.
Both
Not
of
only
them.
one.
Both of them now. What am I?
Yeah.
I don't know what I'm doing, man.
Kyle
Bunch
Poop
of
is out.
nerds.
Yeah, I think the nerds. I think the nerds out of the Toronto front office, so we can sign Mike Smith.
Chills. Goosebumps.
Chills. Oh man, I'm gonna look at the Hawks cap. Let me see those. Oh, 2 picks in every 3 first rounds. I love that. Love to see. Then the first 2 rounds are Tampa though. So well.
What do you mean? They're gonna suck this year, so that's gonna be like 40s and then teens. So I don't know what you're complaining about.
You're right. Tampa's gonna miss the playoffs.
You know what's gonna happen? They're top 10 protected. They're gonna get the 11th overall pick. It's gonna happen. Outside of Hawks Nation.
Oh God, yeah. Totally.
I'm manifesting it, just like the Colin Blackwell signing. Anyways, so the next trade, Patrick Nemeth went to the Arizona Coyotes.
Oh God, we talked about this live. Oh, what a fucking wow! What was okay?
What?
Chris Drury's not good at his job. Chris Drury is not very good at his job.
What do you mean? He got finalists for GM of the year. We even saw it get announced in Montreal at the draft.
It was a very.
I saw it with my own 2 eyeballs.
There was a.
Tell that to your graphs.
This is how we.
Put that in your pipe and smoke it. Analytics.
What did you say?
I said, put that in your pipe and smoke it.
Put that in your pop and smike it, yeah.
Nerd.
Nerd.
But we Chris Drury whipping it up at the deadline, and then there's Chris Drury in the off season burning everything you love and giving away what did they give up? A fucking oh dear God, was it 2 seconds?
2 seconds. The 2024 third round pick is conditional conditions. Arizona has the option to acquire Rangers 2024 third round pick or 2026 second round pick.
I don't even know what to say. I don't even know what the
I don't even know
fuck.
what city right now.
No, I don't. No.
me if I met Chris Drury.
Yeah, no, you guys. I have nothing to say about that. That's mind-blowingly bad.
Yeah, that happened. Hey, they got Ty Emberson back though.
You're right. They're good,
They won the trade.
of course.
Last trade, at least that's on this list that happened after free agency. Pavel Zacha to the Boston Bruins for Eric Halla.
More checks in Boston, baby. Woo!
Yes, sir.
I thought
Get
Pavel
excited,
Zacha was
Bees
supposed to be like
Nation.
kind of good, but I guess he's not because New Jersey fans were like, "Fuck that, we're fine with not having a guy who doesn't show up all the time." And I'm like, okay, well,
I saw a Pete Blackburn tweet where it's like, if there's a team that knows about first round talent from the 2015 draft, it's the Boston Bruins. I saw that, and that was quite humorous.
that's really good. That's really good.
Surprised they didn't sign Dylan Strome, but you know, like
That would have made more sense in my opinion.
No, that's a good player from the 2015 draft. They don't want good players.
You're right.
Yeah, you're right. Get all the bad 2015 first round players.
They want their I can fix that player, and it's Zaga now. So
Was it Zach? I believe his name Zach Senshin.
Yes, sure. Former Ottawa Senator Zach Seneshin. 2 years.
Yeah, he's from that.
He's a guy.
Missed 2015 3 picks in a row. He is a.
Oh shit! We can get Barzell, Shillington, and Connor here. The infamous tweet. But, yeah,
it's so fucked. All right, hold up. I'm gonna pull up the.
Boston had all this success, and they could have been better. I hate it, kind of. I don't know what to think about that.
I don't feel bad for him. By the way, just to kind of run through it, the top free agents. There's a lot left. Like,
dude, the Klingberg's still out there. Carter's still out there.
Well, I'm gonna throw them off right now. Let's see. Subban,
rapid fire.
Kessel, Bergeron, Louis Eriksson.
Yes, let's go.
Future Blackhawk Louis Eriksson.
Jimmy, let me give you a flavor. Re-rank your list right now by points. Don't rank it by AAV.
Oh no! But I want to give the name rank it by Eriksson.
Yes.
That's fucking awesome. I want Louis Eriksson. Do you not? But going by points, sure. Nazem Kadri, Bergeron, Kessel, Klingberg, Stastny. I would. Well, no, he hasn't gotten a ring yet, so he might ring chase. But I wouldn't mind if the Hawks.
Turn to the Blackhawks, baby! Woo!
Signed and flip the deadline thing, you know. Niederreiter. Evan Rodriguez is still out there. Rem Pitlick.
It's not the
you guys have talked about him. Is still out there. Sonny Milano, Danton Heinen, Sam Gagner, Ryan Donato, Matthias Janmark, Tyler Ennis, Anton Stroman, Alex Chason, PK Subban. I'm just gonna stop there. Yeah, there's a lot of good names there. There's a bunch
of fellas there. I can say that much.
Chris Tierney is.
That's why Derek Stepan's going to be the first of the Danes to sign. Woo!
Not still out there. Another very, very good player. I'm not surprised.
Zach Acid Reeves.
Czar.
Bro, where is Jack Johnson going?
Well, that's the big question, isn't it?
No, he's going to Toronto, baby.
He's going
with his teammate Nick Aube-Kubel. Woo! More left-handed defenseman for.
Woo! Michael Raffle might get a team. Riley Shanes.
Hey, that's top 6 Michael Raffle to you.
You're right. Hey, big one. Hawks did go after him. Sam fucking Steele is still sitting there at the age of 24. What the hell happened there?
Before Alex DeBrincat, by the way.
Traded for the pick that was something Freddie Anderson or whatever.
Yep, that is true. What is he?
Good point.
And people got butthurt over that. I'd rather take 5 years of Freddie over that shit.
You traded a first-round pick for Frederick Anderson. What
are you doing?
But if it was like the 31st overall pick, solid move there. Second-round pick for Frederick Anderson.
What are you doing? And you signed to a 5x5. Why would Toronto ever sign anyone to a 5x5?
That's a horrible idea.
Yeah, that's so bad. Terrible.
Jimmy's like,
Kyle Dufus really lowballed fucking Jack Campbell like that.
Kyle Dubas. I need to make my video. Kyle Dubas broke me. He did. Year by year.
Bro, and the best part is someone pointed out like Yarncroak, he's still betting on his guys because he used to be Yarncroak's agent.
Really?
Oh, I can't wait for Kyle Fucker to play top 9 minutes next year. Get excited, Leafs Nation. Give him. Dude, they're not even gonna fucking play fucking Rasmus Sandin next year, bro. Because they gotta play Justin Hall.
I never want to see Justin Hall in a Blues jersey ever again.
Someone say they were like, if he gets traded, Sheldon Keefe's gonna block the airport.
They're gonna delay the flights even more. Air Canada nationwide shutdown. You're going nowhere, buddy.
He kept Justin Hall over Jared McCann.
He's so fucking smart, bro. Like, let's go.
Check out the big.
I've been fine with Dubas.
Jared McCann, another guy who got a 5x5.
Kyle Dubas just on like 25.
Kyle Doofus, am I right? Kyle Putis.
Kyle Pupis, man. Kyle Pupis. That is
more like Kyle Wokebest because he hired a female general manager.
No, Jimmy, he got Adam got Dad. He won a Hobie Baker. Bro, that's good.
That's great, man.
You bring a good break there.
That's great.
It's gonna be a long goddamn season.
Cheers, Leafs
Stop
Nation.
opening a warm beer. I know that fucker's warm.
Oh no, this room's cold. Don't worry.
Oh God, I hope for your sake. This is not you just cracked open a lukewarm beer.
Cheers, Leafs Nation. Lukewarm beer.
Cheers,
Dylan,
Leafs
Dylan,
Nation. Adam God, that's passing the puck to Jordy Penn next year.
Dylan,
After the
Dylan,
breakout pass from Matt
Dylan.
Murray.
Two
Dylan.
former Canucks. Let's go.
Dylan, is there not a better team to open a lukewarm beer to than the lukewarm beer of the NHL, the Toronto fucking Maple Leafs?
You just need a fucking athletic pilsner now.
I do.
Cheers, Leafs Nation.
And an athletic
excited.
person, so I can read James Myrtle talk about how great every Maple Leaf is.
James Myrtle has me blocked for something I did 3 years ago.
Good. He's
Good.
he's a man-child. Half the reporters in that fucking city are.
Surely in Toronto, no, the media would never be wild.
Oh no, never. God. Yeah.
I say this so many times. We're lucky for the fucking media we have in Chicago.
We really are, dude. I had Mark Lazarus walk, like I was at the rink for like one of the prospect, whatever. It was
So the development camp.
and I'm like, oh, Mark, I love your work. And he's like, oh, thanks, man. Like he's
Thanks, man.
This is the nicest fucking. I mean, Charlie, Ben. I mean, Scott, dude. There's not.
I just walk up to Mark Lazarus and be like, all right, I'm wanting you to rank your Marvel movies. Go. This is always talking
Marvel
about
movies and rank your presidents.
No. Yeah, that's where I rank the Newport beer now. Here we go.
Also, friend of the show, Scott Powers, breaking all those signings. Awesome. Love to see it.
Oh no! Literally, after all the crap the last few days, where it was like, like the misreportings of like Candy Taves waving their no moves and shit. It's like, if anything, this just proved to you, you just need to have Laz and Powers. That's all you need to have, and Pope.
Yes,
I have
sir.
those 3 notifications on. That's all you need for the Hawks. And you'll get everything you need, basically.
Literally take Pope, Laz, and Powers. Take any of those 2 together, and you're fine.
I literally just do Pope and Powers. That's who I.
Dude,
have
even
in my-
Romelli Otis, like Charlie Romelli Otis, he had. Did I tell you about the bombshell he had on the podcast? Apparently, I think Schmitty knows this. Jimmy, did you know that at the trade deadline, the Blackhawks were to trade Kubalik to the Avalanche for a 4th-round pick, but that deal got nixed because they got Arturi Lehkonen.
Yes, you told. No, you did mention that during the live, and how Kubalik accidentally won the
Gifted
Avalanche
them
their
a
Stanley Cup.
Stanley Cup. Yeah,
Joe Sakic should give him a ring, I think.
honestly, for real.
Oh,
I just want to go through some of the free agent signings. We already talked about Johnny Gaudreau, Vincent Trocheck.
do not. Excuse me.
Andre Palat, we kind of touched on that again. Like the big thing is he's a playoff guy, and you're probably not going to make the playoffs. So let's look for that. Andrew Kopp to Detroit. I like that. Here's one we haven't talked about. Andre Burakovsky to the Seattle Kraken. Back with
Way too much money.
Philip Grubauer.
Jimmy,
Elaborate.
You clearly did not see Andre Burakovsky's statistics the last 2 seasons.
Okay, then I have not.
He had 60
Jimmy, you
fucking
really
points.
are out of it. Let me read off his. Oh wait, I don't have a stats pulled up yet. Hang
Oh
on.
no! Hold up. I'm hearing it.
pretty sure he
I'm
had
thinking of it the other way
61
around.
here.
I'm thinking of it the other way around. Hold up. I'm thinking of Evolving Wild overvaluing him.
Save yourself.
Yes. No. I'm just remembering it now because I want to talk about that. I just want to bring up that fucking hilarious.
61 points in 80 games last year for Burakovsky.
What he got $5 million, right?
Yep.
Okay, yeah.
And then the year before that,
that's
44
pretty
points in 53 games, and then the year
Evolving
before that,
Wild.
45 points in 58 games. He's done quite well.
Pretty decent.
Pierce, do you both remember Evolving Wild's little tirade about him needing $7 million?
What? What is his contract?
Surely Evolving Wild has never done that before.
It was great because
Any analytics site for that matter.
I think it was like a few minutes later you see Dom and he's like, wow, a bit much, but good contract for Burakovsky. And you see the immovable object meets the unstoppable force.
The Evolving Wild's got the same fucking thing that said Dylan Strome was going to get paid $7 million. So
What?
Yeah, that's right.
What? Are you serious?
yeah,
Are you serious?
gotta love projections.
My favorite thing
Project
is when they
this
actually
analytics,
try.
boys.
Project the next shit I'm gonna take.
You can
Project
tell
this,
us.
liberals.
Oh no. Liberals, we're too afraid.
Take that woke more.
Next
We'll
signing.
see who cancels who.
No, I got the next one.
Up
first.
yours.
I want to
Well, let's
segue into
see
this
who
team.
cancels who. I finally the rules on Twitters. Anyways,
No,
Should we
Ryan,
sell him?
Ryan
What?
Strome to the Anaheim Ducks.
Yeah, that was weird.
and Frank Vetrano.
Frank the Tank.
You know, they watched the playoffs and they said, you know what we need more of? The Rangers offense.
The best meme is literally where they say Trevor Zegras after he tries to send up Strome with a lacrosse move, and Strome shoots the puck into the 300s. And it's LeBron looking at J.R. Smith, and he's just like, "What are you doing?" No, but like Anaheim literally is $40 million under the cap, so like they need guys. Those are some
You
guys.
can sign a Ryan Strome, it doesn't matter. Just signed it. What was it? 5
You
by
know what?
5.
They should have just signed Ryan Strome, Dylan Strome, and Matthew Strome. Just play a whole line of that.
Fuck it. Why not?
Fuck it, we ball.
Lowest
Strome.
line in NHL history.
No, but I don't think Anaheim's done. They're definitely taking on a contract from someone. Like I would not be surprised if Gustav Nyquist is a Duck very soon.
I wouldn't be surprised if
Jake
someone
Muzzin, you are an Anaheim Duck, and
Jake
Justin
Muzzin, you're
With
going
Nick
back to Cali.
Albertine.
Get excited, Ducks Nation.
Jake
The Leafs
Muzzin,
are gonna get fucking
your
Brandon
bag.
Lilly back the
Get
other
your
way.
Disney World, get your little Disney World fucking.
No.
What, I
Get
can't
your
remember.
little
Jimmy,
Disney
get
World
excited. It's
fantasy.
Jake Muzzin for Derek Grant. The trade is 1-for-1.
Yes, sir.
My GM. My GM.
My GM, yay! I
He can't even
Trevor Zegras for Jake fucking Muzzin.
get excited, Leafs.
And then it's a three-way trade, and then Zegers goes to Chicago for
Ah!
Sam Lafferty.
Bro,
I like your
And then
thinking.
he's gonna have Zegras, but like with McDavid's skating, but like with Patrick Kane's hands, and like with Matthew Schock, he's gonna be so sick. All he has to do is just get this.
All he has to do is just do all that at once.
And he'll be fine.
Oh dear God.
And then Chad Chris has come back to Chicago. How the F did we
By
get
the way,
Chad Chris back?
so y'all know, Chad Chris is 69th on the list of UFAs. We won.
Let's go.
We did it.
My
The key is the Dorov extension. Get excited, Flames Nation.
My favorite thing was when Calgary re-signed him and someone said, finally, Calgary got their guy.
Pierce, I got another good free agent signing. Mason March from the Dallas. That was a good one.
That was
Mason
very
March.
interesting.
My
And
boy
also-
Mace March, baby. Needed him to go 7x7 to Philly. Didn't happen.
can't
I
believe
love
it.
it. Oh, it would've been perfect.
That
He's
would have
gonna
my
be
boy
great in
Cal.
Dallas, though. He fits perfectly in Dallas. Just a pain in the ass.
'Cause he
God, I'm
sucks.
not gonna.
Oh, get on.
That's Ben and Sagan's fucking forward. All overrated line. Let's go.
Did Jamie Benn retire? That'd be so cool. That'd be so cool. So I can watch Dallas hockey and not.
Bro,
be-
that would require him to go down. He can't do that.
Yeah, how am I supposed to take less?
Ilya Mikheyev went to Vancouver.
Ben Staples, I forgot.
You forgot the best Vancouver signing. Because guess who's fucking Thatcher Demko's backup this year, boys? Colin DeLeo!
Yeah!
Get excited.
Hey,
Such
you
a
can't
good
forget
signing. I had to call
Kalnick
it
is
live
Nate
for it.
Quinhew's defensive partner.
Bro, my favorite is John Dietz is like, oh, the Blackhawks got rid of Wyatt Kalnick. Don't know why a rebuilding team's doing that. And it's just like, tell me you haven't covered the Blackhawks in 3 seasons, and I'm telling you haven't covered the Blackhawks in 3 seasons. Like, jeez.
Literally,
does he cover them anymore?
so many defensemen have passed Kalnick on the defensive charts.
We literally went over this. Like, there's like 10 defensemen.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's
There's more now. Shoot.
interesting.
Ben Sherratt to Detroit.
Very
That Detroit Red Wings.
Red Wings. Bad signing.
I said I don't care because they have $40 million cap space and they can literally afford to spend $5 million third period defenseman. It's kind of like Columbus in regard, except Columbus is a little more cap strapped.
That 3rd or 4th year might suck. That's the only thing.
You know what's crazy though? Like he's the only contract on there for more than 3 years. So
That's fair. And also, he's like the only bad contract, right? Like, is there anything else on that team that's like?
well, like Nielsen's gone, DeKaiser's gone, like all those contracts.
Allocator's been gone.
Alligator, yeah.
That one was just there was nothing there.
Olympian Justin Alligator.
Stop it.
Yes, sir.
I hate the USA.
Listen. In the wise words of John Tortorella, I'm just gonna stop there. I'm good. you know what I'm talking about.
I'm literally just gonna start doing the Homelander. I swear to God.
Yeah, no, John Tortorella is that Homelander video, just saying all stupid shit to the media. No one says anything back.
All right.
Literally, John Tortorella, every time he goes to young hockey players,
No one questions this.
Job.
Nick Leddy back to the Blues 4x4.
What, guys? The crowd say he's bad, or the crowd say he's bad. That doesn't match my shitty fucking eye test.
Oh yeah, no.
How am I
Wasn't there a
supposed to
dude?
know?
There was a
Like,
dude.
I'm sorry, Blues fans getting bent over backwards because Jay Fresh said his contract was not good. Genuinely one of the funniest
He
things.
was throwing around the Arsler. Throwing around the fucking Arsler because Jay
Fucking
Fresh said,
idiot.
I think your player's bad. He's not very good.
Me when my player's not good.
I'm sorry.
You know what? I might have to do that after.
He's a bad
These elitists think they know hockey. And then he tries to be like, oh, well, you picked the Blues to lose every single round. It's like me when I spread false information on the internet.
Did you see? It's like you projected the Blues wouldn't even make the playoffs in 2019, and Jay Fresh is like, I literally didn't even create my account until October 2019. I'm like,
Get fucked.
they're just making shit up.
Stop.
I
That's
purposely misread false information on the internet.
These people.
Honestly, kind of respect up, but there's a line I draw, and that
Someone needs to have these people watch Red Notice for the rest
Listen,
of their
Nick
lives.
Leddy and Brandon Saad in the division. Is it 2014? Who knows?
let's go. Anyways,
Get Ben Smith out of retirement.
Andrew Shaw as well.
Oh, Dunksy boy.
We're gonna bring back Peter Regan. Bring him back.
Best number 12 Chicago's ever had.
Yes, sir.
Really mean.
You know what signing I really liked? It might have been the best defensive signing of the day. Britt Kulak back to Edmonton for 4 years.
Because he's a cool lad.
I thought that one was kind of like, why'd you give him 4 fucking years? But
Why not?
Why not? He's 28.
You have no Duncan Keith to pay anymore, Jimmy. There's no tomorrow.
You're right. You're right.
I know Mike Smith either because apparently he's going on the
Good. Get the
reserve.
fuck out of here, old man.
Yeah, he's up, right? He's not.
I
future
forgot
is
about
now,
this
man.
signing. Jan Ruda to Pittsburgh for 3 years at
3
2.5
fucking years.
mil.
3 years.
You know
Yeah,
what?
Pittsburgh just. Speaking of
You
throwing,
know what?
shit
All
long
respect to Jan
defense.
Ruda. 2 back-to-back cups, and then he gets a pretty nice contract.
3 Stanley Cup Finals in a row.
Yeah,
You're welcome.
honestly, kind of respect that.
We have Slater Cuckoo to show for it.
Hey, Justin Schultz to Washington.
Oh, he resigned.
No, he went
No,
to
he
Seattle.
went. Or did I say Washington? Jesus, Seattle. It's been too
Oh.
long.
How much did he sign for? What do you even?
He signed for 2 years at $6 million, $3 million per.
Cool. That's a hockey player,
That's
right?
a guy.
That is a person. Cool.
Yeah, that's pretty much all like the big signings. I mean, we could go through the whole list, but like,
I'm
there's
good.
like,
I don't want to talk.
Okay.
no, we need to talk about.
We need to talk about Nola Chari.
We need to talk
Yeah.
about Spencer Smallman going to the Colorado Avalanche.
Spencer Smallman?
Yes, Spencer Smallman.
Shit, is he related to me?
Because you're short. I get it. Ooh, Salisbury. Those are rare.
That is a knee slapper.
Thank you, man. Thank you.
Yeah, indeed.
That's some good goddamn lemonade.
All right.
All right. I roll you then.
Boy.
Oli. I think that's it. That's her. We talked about the free agency, everything that happened, all the trades, all the signings, all that stuff. There's still a couple players out there, like Kadri's still out there, Klingberg's still out there. I wonder if you know what I think more and more about it. Kadri going back to Colorado.
Why not?
Oh, dude, why not? Why not? Don't fuck with happy, as they say. How much money does Colorado have?
If they actually had money to spend, maybe.
They have 3.9. I don't think that's gonna happen.
League mid nods. Get excited, Avs Nation.
But yeah, I don't know if you fillers have anything else to add, or we can wrap this up. All right. So that's pretty much going to be our last big podcast. We're going to take like a couple month break. We'll do podcast every now and then and there, but we need the break. I think we said this. It was a very long season, but you know what? It was also a fun season at that. But yeah, I didn't already mention this. We're going to be going down to one podcast a week. Then we're going to be doing the prospect series like once every couple weeks, kind of just to keep you updated on the prospects in the Blackhawks system and also just in general, because the Blackhawks are going to stink this year. And honestly, I'm looking more forward to that than talking about the Blackhawks themselves. So yeah, I'm going to do that. Also, I'm doing some draft grades for my Simplifying Scouter account, so check that out. I already did Anaheim and Arizona, and I'm going to work on Boston and Buffalo after that, and then I'm going to do a bunch over the next like week and a half or whatever it is. So yeah, and then my plan is to do the top rank all teams prospects poll one by one, top 32 in like September, I think. So yeah, check that out. Shameless plug. Anyways, gentlemen. It was a pleasure. Hope you guys enjoy the rest of your night. To you, the listener, as well. Give us a 5-star rating. And if not, then at least leave a funny review so I can cry about myself. Anyways, enjoy the rest of your night, y'all. Peace out.